Hello everybody, Average Gamer here, and today we're going to talk about how to have fun while grinding. That's right, there's multiple ways obviously of grinding for, C-bills, XP, all that stuff, or even for the events, just grinding, loyalty points, you name it. So I figured I'd make a quick little video, because I was playing today, being Saturday, and I realized, I kind of got bored playing, just sitting there grinding. So I thought I'd make a little video, just kind of hitting up the ideas of what I usually do to keep things entertaining, keep things interesting. First one I like to do is I like to join a group or make a group and invite people in. I'm lucky enough to be part of a unit, so that's pretty easy. But if you're not, don't be afraid to message people on a friends list. Make friends. Send them messages saying, hey, you're on, I'm on. Do you want to make up a group? It makes things a lot more entertaining. The smack talk will kind of drive you to do better, and you can, which also leads me to the next one, which is set goals for yourself. One of the things our unit's good for is we try to drive each other, to do better. One thing we really try to do, and what we're going to try to do over the next little bit, I know, is try little things to push each other. One of the things that myself and Baron are going to try is what we call MechWarrior hard mode, where you actually turn off the HUD so you can't see anything. So we thought we'd, do something like that. Stuff to drive yourself. As I said, those set goals, right? Like, say you're going to be playing for an hour, which is probably, 5 or 6 matches, maybe 6. So, like for me, I'll be like, okay, I want to get at least X amount of kills for the hour and a half I'm going to be playing. Or, the amount of assists I want to get, the damage I want to get. Just kind of how many C-bills I need to get in an evening. If I want to grind for one night just for money, I can say, okay, tonight I want to get X amount of C-bills. And it even comes down to, simple preparing yourself, your desk, your laptop area, whatever you're playing. With a drink, I usually get myself a tea like I have right now, or alcoholic drinks if you want, which can kind of get entertaining. Drinking and meching at the same time can be very interesting. Snacks, things like that, where, as you're playing, even if you have a bad match, you're still sitting there watching, then it's a form of entertainment, right? So you'll be sitting watching other people play, having a drink of, a tea or pop or whatever, or as Americans would call it, soda. And, some snacks and what have you, and sit there and watch. One thing I usually do if I'm grinding is I'll throw up media player on my secondary monitor, and I'll have a TV show go. I know Baron on my unit, he does the same thing. If you're just sitting there grinding or just goofing around for the night, on a secondary monitor, if you have one, I throw up, Dirty Jobs or, Game of Thrones or what have you, Mythbusters, whatever show I've got recently online, available to, recently received or downloaded, depending on what nefarious means I use to get the video. I'll watch it on my secondary monitor while grinding. I'll have, the sound all turned off. I'll have some headphones in, and I'll be watching TV. The other things I'll do is I'll play podcasts through my iPhone, through my headset or through my earphones on, and listen to music or listen to podcasts. The podcast I'm listening to right now, if you're even interested, give me 1 second here while I unlock my phone and forget my PIN number. Here we go. It's the TSN.ca podcast, because I'm Canadian and I like listening to hockey stuff. The No Guts, No Galaxy, obviously. The Jay and Dan podcast, because, come on, it's hilarious. The Patch, the Rooster Teeth podcast, and Star Talk Radio. Listen to these things, have fun. Try to, kind of make it, because I know it can get really boring, really tedious, really monotonous after a while. On multiple occasions, I've been sitting here playing and just rolling my eyes after a while, trying to figure, well, what the hell am I going to do? Like, I just did 4 matches in a row. I lost all 4. I made, X amount of thousands of C-bills or whatever. But, yay. Like, woo. I just killed 45 minutes, half an hour, what have you. So, I know it can get boring, so as I said, just kind of set yourself some goals, how many assists, damages, all that stuff. You can also kind of go around, like, I'll do, like, if I do myself, like, a little community warfare weekend, I'll say, okay, this weekend or this event, my goal is not, the goals they give me, but my own personal goals. During the last one of the couple events a while back, the big one, prior to 2Kid, where they just had, it was just, a generic, get 80 points in a community warfare match, doesn't matter what you run or anything like that. You get points or whatever. My unit and I were playing, And I said to Baron, the guy obviously running our unit, I'm like, okay, like my goal for this event is to get to Fenric, which is I think it's like rank 10 or something like that. I'm like, okay, so I need to get 200 and some odd thousand loyalty points. Didn't get any close because it wasn't a realistic goal, but I said something, right? I'm like, okay, this is what I want to do, and I played to those what I wanted to get. Like, it's one of those things where it's free to play, so there's lots of things you can get for free. Community warfare, grind through that, get your loyalty points, win or lose. After a while, you'll get free shit, right? So once again, let's just do a quick little video on how to have fun while playing community warfare, or playing and grinding. One of the things I have to admit is now and then I'll also do just a build on one of my robots to make myself be like, what the fuck am I thinking? Like a 6-flamer Jenner, for example, with one large laser. I don't know why I did that. I have an AC-20 fire starter. It goes about 16 kilometers an hour, I think. It's slow as fuck. But I made it before the urban mech came out. Things like that where, it's just, you're just doing whatever you can to have fun and goof around, right? So, thanks for watching, or listening at least in this case.